Hello, my dears, and welcome to my channel. As always, I am very happy and grateful that you've chose to spend your time with me. And supporting my channel is very easy. Just like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, or click on the notification bell of when you'd like to be notified of when I put out another video. And I hope that you're all doing well, but if not, I do hope things will get better for you soon. But in the meantime, join me in meeting Earth Blessings Oracle cards. And this deck was created by Liz Dean and published by Welbeck Publishing, released in 2023. And at that time, it retailed for $19.95. And Liz Dean has been putting out decks quite regularly. She has the Art of the Tarot, the Golden Tarot, Tarot of the Heart, Game of Thrones Tarot, Color Your Tarot, Victorian Steampunk Tarot, the Magic of Tarot, and Gothic Steampunk Tarot. And the specs on the box, as you can see, it's got this nice gold on the front, and the dimensions are 5.5 height, and across is 4.25. The width is 1.5, and the title is only on the sides of the deck, not on any other side, which is a bummer, because I like to stack my decks like this sometimes when I can, and I like to have the title on that side so I can remember them, because I have a lot of decks. And as you can see, it does have the thumb indents and Welbeck balance. That's the publishing. I'm assuming that's the publishing image. And on the back, we have whether we forage in wild places, wander by riversides, or sit quietly beneath a tree, our longing to be with nature is also a longing to be with ourselves. Nature allows us to slow down and replenish. The cards offer a simple way to bring the outside into your everyday, no matter where you are. The breathtaking photographic images invite you to contemplate, I'm so sorry about that, your connection with the natural world, while the mantras will inspire, uplift, and comfort you. Arranged by seasonal themes: flow for spring, inspiration for summer, appreciation for autumn, and belonging for winter. The cards offer guidance to help you feel grounded, find peace, seed ideas, and practice gratitude. The accompanying guidebook expands on the ways to work with the cards for personal reflection, providing simple exercises to boost your well-being. May these oracle cards support you to trust your intuition and experience the unique healing power of Earth wherever you walk. And then we have all that information. And if you can hear my pupper snoring, I apologize. She's a Velcro baby, so she has to be with mom. And on the inside, it's just a blue covering. And here is the guidebook. There's no ribbon to pour anything out. I'm not a fan of these card holders like this. I'm really not. And this is the accompanying guidebook. And as you can see, there's no ribbon. And the thumb indents, they don't get the whole deck out. So I am not a fan of this card holder. I pretty much have to pour things out. And there is if you want to, you can take this out. And you can take the whole card insert out. And if you want it to actually hold the cards a little bit better, you could take this out. But you still have to pour them out, because unfortunately, as you can see, the thumb indents don't go all the way down. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the card holder, but it is what it is. All right, so the cards, comparable to Rider-Waite, they are a little bit bigger. Most oracle cards are bigger. This one is longer and a little bit wider than your regular tarot deck. or card, I should say. And the card specs are 5 inches height and across is 2.75, and width is 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and so on the back, they are separated, as it said on the back of the box, and it's 4 themes. So you have spring cards with the spring illustration. Then that one goes with flow, and then you have the summer, which is inspiration, and autumn is appreciation, and then you have winter with belonging. I'm wondering if I should do an ASMR video with her snoring. I don't know if it's calming or not to you guys, but all right. So let's go ahead and look at these cards first, and then we'll look at the guidebook and look a little deeper into them. So you get a actual picture, and then you get your keyword, and then you get a phrase associated with it. So let's see. Let's start with let's do this. Okay, we'll do them with the backs first. Okay, so these are the cards that are associated with spring. We'll do it that way. And I do like the photographs. They're really, really nice. It's a very pretty sky. Okay, then we have summer. We'll do the summer themed cards next. And this one is inspiration. I guess the theme that they went with. Oh, that's pretty. Double rainbow. Then we have autumn with appreciation. Oh, that's pretty. then we have winter with belonging. That is the deck itself. And there are a couple of ways you could work with these cards. You can, depending if you work with seasons, you can just pick the season and work with it that way, doing spreads and just doing a card a day, or just work with all the cards. All right, so cardstock it's okay. It is flexible. It's flexi-bendy. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and explore this guidebook to see what's in it. And they put in here that the cards are printed on FSC paper. The Forest Stewardship Council. And apparently it is an organization that promotes responsible management of the world's forest via timber certification. All right, so then we have the content page and an introduction, and goes into explaining how it's arranged in the 4 themes here, and then an introduction to the cards. Then we go into how nature heals. Also, forest bathing is mentioned, and how just being in nature just really, when you spend time in it, you just feel so much better, which, yeah, I can attest to. I love going out into nature and hiking. And then talks about the Wanaka tree, which is in the cover, and it's in New Zealand. And then we have some background a little bit on forest atmosphere that have negative ions and biochemicals that promote healing. And negative ions are present as well. And then it goes into a little bit about her and gives her socials. And then we go into about the cards, and basically just goes into a little bit about the cards themselves. And each card has a one-word message plus blessing. And the card images have been selected to illustrate the card's message. And you can read that at your leisure. Pause it. And then we go into the different themes. And how you can work with the whole deck or just one theme. And then goes into how to work with your cards. And this just gives you suggestions, which I always say in this section is because short of in the very beginning when you're using your cards, you kind of have your own way. You've developed your own kind of, I don't know the word I'm looking for, like routine, ritual on how you connect with your deck and how you shuffle. And shuffling even goes into shuffling. But shuffling for me is a personal choice and your physical limitations. If you have something going on with your hands, arthritis, you got wee little hands, or whatever the reason is that you shuffle the way that you do, or you just prefer to do it. There's no right or wrong way to shuffle. There's just many ways to do it, however you want to do it. And then we have a daily wisdom reading and gives you some questions you can use and suggestion when you can work with your cards, working with the cards images. Then we have a spread, Earth Blessings reading, and Seasons of Your Heart. Then we have the Elements reading, and then we have further rituals, and then we have Earth Blessings visualization. Okay. Sharing a blessing from the earth. And that's just basically exchanging one of the cards with somebody, and working with affirmations. And just gives you some suggestions on how to work with the cards. Again, the different affirmations on the cards. Pick one. And I'll let you pause that and read that at your leisure. Oh, excuse me. And we have card affirmations and meditation, where you can choose a card and meditate on it. Or use it as a mantra. And then you can keep a journal as well if you are into journaling. I try, but I'm not very consistent with it myself. Okay. And then we will go into the 4 themes. And this is not the card meanings, but what each theme, a little bit more deeper definition and what she means by the different themes. So first we have Flow Spring, and then we have a explanation of what the back image of the card is, and the Earth Blessings quality. You have your keywords, and then here are this is the page with the affirmations on it, and just goes into what flow is about, and her explaining that theme. And then we go into summer, same thing. We have the back of the image of the card and the explanation as to why it was chosen, the Earth Blessing qualities, the affirmations, and then you have your explanation, or not explanation, but a little deeper interpretation, I guess. And then we have autumn, same thing. And then winter. And like that they have the different themes, how you're feeling, you know, what you may need to hear. You could just like even do the back of it, just like shuffle them and then pick, you know, whatever comes up on top, or you can deal out one of the each and then kind of like pick it with your eyes closed. I don't know. Something like that. All right, so we go into the flow cards, and you're given the picture of the card, the title, and the sentence right there, and then the insight. Hold this. Insight, and the blessing, and the affirmation. Yeah, sometimes when I was going through the deck, I would question the choices of the landscape, of what they chose. And I had the same thing. Some of them I was like, oh yeah, that yeah, I can see that. Sometimes I needed the guidebook to give me the reasoning behind the choice, and some of them I agreed with, and some of them I did disagree with. But that does happen. The author sees one thing and you see another, and they may coalesce or they may conflict. Okay, then we have inspiration with summer. Same thing. You have your insight, and then you have your blessing and affirmation. And just go through the rest of it. And then in the back, we have a little bit of blurb about Welbeck Balance Publishing. And then we go into the credits of where the picture came from. It would have been nice if they would have put where the picture came from, like if it was a park, or you know, so that if you really liked the picture and you wanted to actually see it, you know, some of the places, yeah, because you can see that, you know, if you go to the beach or something like that. But yeah, it's like some of the places it would have been really interesting if you would have known where it came from. But that's just me. All right, so let's go ahead. And like I said, shuffling. These might be a little difficult for somebody who has smaller hands because of the length of the cards. And also physical limitations, arthritis, your hand just doesn't want to work anymore, or you have a sprained or broken finger or something like that. All right, so shuffling is okay. You can do the rifle fire style. You can do the overhand, side by side. Maybe, or you can spread them out. But I don't know. I mean, you still can't tell what the card is, even though you see the theme. But you could do that as well, or you can spread it all out over your table and pick it that way. All right, so let's go ahead and see what pops up. Okay, so summer. Signs. May you see the synchronicities. Okay, let's see what that's all about. We've got the birdies. Okay, signs. Oh, there it is. Okay, insight. The universe often shows us signs: a white feather, the sudden landing of a bird, a meaningful shape in the clouds. You take notice and pause. You welcome these signs as confirmation of your internal knowing. Blessings. May nature communicate with you through signs. May you ask for a sign and notice it when it comes. May the sign you see bring you guidance and comfort. May a sign appear when you most need it. Affirmation. I position myself to receive messages from the universe. All right. So that gives you a little glimpse into the guidebook and the meaning. All right, so that is pretty much all I have for this deck. Let me know in the comments if you own this deck. Let me know how it works out for you, and if you could let other people know if they're curious about it, how it's working for you and how it reads, and your experience with it, to help them decide. Because I like to hear about a deck from various reviews before I make a decision as well. And if you bought this deck, if you saw the video and you really liked the video and saw what the deck was about, let me know. I'm always curious to know if my deck inspires somebody to buy a deck. If you have a problem with the deck, please feel free to explain why the deck just doesn't appeal to you or anything like that. It's always good to have different viewpoints on a deck, good and bad. So don't be afraid to speak up. I always like to have comments one way or another. But once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope that you will join me with another video. But until next time, take care and goodbye, my dears.